This is an intriguing one. Iraola in frame for United job. An exclusive here from Jason Burt. What do you reckon on this, Martin? Does it feel like a good fit, Iraola, for United?
I think within Jason Burt's piece, there is mention that Michael Carrick is still probably the front runner, but that what Manchester United at the end of the season want to do due process, and therefore Iraola is a name that has been mentioned and it's somebody that they will look at. My paper, The Times, lodged by Paul Hurst, has said it looks like Carrick is in pole position, and as I said, within Jason's story, there is a suggestion of that. Both men would be, Iraola has had a very good few years, is clearly a very good coach, gets front foot teams doing very well, has been able to bring his team through great sales as well, and they've still done very well this season. There is a distinct lack of great European experience on his CV, and at the minute I would suggest Michael Carrick is in that hot seat. Has done very well. I think it's 29 points from 39 points available in the Premier League since he took over. And in terms of an emotive fixture on Sunday, if he beats Liverpool, if Manchester United beat Liverpool at Old Trafford, there is then a 6-point gap to Liverpool. The likelihood is they're just about qualified for the Champions League, having missed it last season. I think it would be a really big call not to give it to Carrick in the summer. But I think what this story suggests is they want to do due process first, and certainly be seen to do due process before they give Michael Carrick the job. But that run Carrick's been on and that unity he's brought to the club, the fact he's got players playing well, I think will probably just about be enough for him to get the position. But yes, they will look at other people during their process.
Yeah, considering how badly it's gone for Manchester United in previous years, Jack, in terms of their managerial appointments, due process will be something that the fans, I'm sure, will be very happy to hear. This piece in The Telegraph by Jason Burt makes point of the fact that United hierarchy liked the fact that Iraola has a good coaching style, he has a great attacking style of play, and there is a sense that he would fit into what United are trying to do and is destined to be a great coach. Would you put him in the mix to rival Carrick for this job?
Yeah, absolutely. I think, he's going to be on the market this summer, having announced that he's going to leave Bournemouth. And I think every top club with a vacancy is going to want to talk to him. His phone, his agent's phone is going to be ringing constantly. Chelsea are definitely going to be in touch and want to have a conversation with him. There's a lot of talk about whether he could go back to Bilbao in Spain, a club that's incredibly close to his heart. It sounds like from his side that it might be a bit too emotional for him to go back. And while that's a very special club for him and a very big club in Spain, there are going to be bigger jobs available for him. You'd never, from his perspective, want to rule yourself out of maybe having a conversation with Real Madrid this summer. He's clearly a coach whose stock is very much on the rise. He's a very, very impressive coach with a style that is sort of moving things forward a bit. There's a lot of managers that have come in and tried to be sort of Pep light and copy what Pep Guardiola has done, whereas Iraola's is a bit more aggressive, a bit more in your face and physical and energetic perhaps than what a lot of managers have tried to do in the last few years. And he's someone that can clearly get a club and a squad of players behind him and backing his vision. So I think it would be foolish for, like Martin said, a club doing some sort of due process not to go and have a conversation with someone like Iraola. There's going to be plenty of managerial movement this summer. A lot of managers that, if a club can be brave enough to wait and speak to people after the World Cup, you've got Julian Nagelsmann, maybe Mauricio Pochettino. Everyone sort of assumed he'd be going back to Tottenham for the start of next season, but Roberto De Zerbi is obviously in there. Pochettino is someone that United have looked at before, and he's certainly been interested in that and wants to come back to the Premier League, he said on a podcast this morning. So there's going to be a lot of people for United to speak to. Whether they decide, it would be harsh perhaps, given the work he's done, not to let Michael Carrick have a crack, but an appointment like that sort of feels like we'd be back in another Man United mess in a